Open it now! And she would shake. She was funny when she used to do that. Now! Nate, what up? Whole lot of things are happening with that old man. But he never seems to not to surprise me. He's been, you know. Shout out Gabriel from Albuquerque, from the 505. What's up, big dog? Smash that thumbs up, guys. Michelle's in the house. Fantasma. Smash that thumbs up, guys. 951, that's right. Michelle Alcrez, that's right. Yeah, there you go, Nate. What up, Croatia? Croatia the man. What's up, my Albanian counterpart? So what do you think of the Ukrainian guy winning the title? Huh? Good old Ukrainian, huh? Croatia was probably in jail for the boxing match. They probably put him in jail because he fucking went ape shit. Happy for him. Hell yeah. Did you drink it up from? Oh yeah, you like that video? I got a lot of videos, man. I got a lot of videos. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be making some really good videos out, man. Drank all the vodka. Hey, he was a real gentleman, though, Croatia. I'll tell you that much. You know, he gave back the titles back to that guy so he could take them home. It says what? What are you talking about? I was told it was Chino. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused. Smash that thumbs up, guys. It don't cost you a thing, man. You know, if you can't support me financially, you can support me with the thumbs up, man. You can share this with your friends too. You know what I mean? What's up, EGH? Oh, she does? That's crazy. I didn't know that, man. Now, we're gonna get into a subject that I talked to someone who has a really big knowledge of narco terrorism and narco war that's going on in Mexico. He has a lot of shows. He's had shows. Some people might know him from the Borderland Beat. Bugs from Borderland Beat. Me and him have had this discussion before about Chino Antrax, you know. You know, Bugs was a really good friend of mine, and we used to speak a lot. We haven't spoken in a while, and I'm gonna reach out to him again. But Bugs from Borderline Beat and me, we used to talk about, you know, Chino Antrax and stuff like that and things like that. And he had asked me if I had ever seen any paperwork before that was real on Chino Antrax. And, you know, I'll tell you the truth. Um, I have a homeboy that's from my neighborhood who got indicted on a federal RICO Act, an indictment act. And he definitely was in the San Diego federal prison with Chino Antrax. Um, you know, and you know, when Chino Antrax was killed, Bugs had asked me if my friend was willing to disclose any information that he knew about Chino Antrax to him. You know, because Chino Antrax was a very hot subject for the internet for a while, and Bugs wanted some inside information on him. You know, and people like Bugs, if you guys don't know, they're ex-police officers. Bugs worked in law enforcement. He was a private detective, so, you know, he did his homework about, you know, OG Black. You know, and I am very honored and blessed to have Bugs as a person that I would call a friend, you know. And to tell you the truth, you know, Bugs is one of the ones who, you know, led me on to OG Shadow and pointed some things out that were very important about OG Shadow, you know, and other people. But to tell you the truth, man, you know, Bugs and me have a hard time believing that Chino Anthrax was even dead. You know, I think Chino Anthrax might have done a deal like Bugs said. Yeah, he's an older guy from New Mexico. Yep, that's exactly right. He did a book called Borderline Beat. He's done a lot of books, you know. Um, you know, me and him chop it up when we have time, you know. And Bugs is a great guy, great source of information, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was Godly Gamer. Yeah, Godly Gamer's cool, man. You know, hey, John Gotti, what up, my boy? You know, you got sure on my PayPal is open. Um, Tomorrow I will have a video up of Chino Anthrax. I will have a lot of details and names of people. You guys can go check out and references and videos that you're not going to see on La Mexi, OG Shadow, or my show or anything like that. These are correspondent videos from other channels that you're going to be able to see. Um, you know what they have down. You know, because a lot of people believe that Chino Anthrax had an implant. You know what I mean? You never know. You know, you never know. You never know. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you know, those things are easy to wire out." You know, that's kind of like when they used to tell you with Escalades. Escalades used to have a low jack tracking system on it, right? And people used to say, "Oh, you just unplug the battery and the tracking device dies out." It's not true. Um, if anybody knows anything about a Cadillac, they had installed an auxiliary battery in there, and that auxiliary battery went on for, I believe, 32 or 30 days, or gave you about 20 good days of a beacon. And guys would take those Cadillacs and they think that they could drive off, and they'd get caught with them right away because they'd find them within, you know, hours sometimes, you know. And you know, they learned it was in the back of the radio, and maybe Chino was chipped, maybe he wasn't. But I'll tell you this much: if you got ratted out by your boss who was supposed to take care of you and traded you in, and you got the paperwork, you know, you know, I'm gonna tell you something, Croatia, and I'm gonna teach you something. I'm not saying that KGB guy's full of shit or anything, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. Do you know where I used to work at before, as a kid? And I used to work there so I could steal. Do you have any idea where I worked at? I have some form of education. Let me see if anybody can hit where I used to work at. Dog shelter, exactly. 100%. You're fucking good, Croatia. I like you. That's why I like Croatia. Fucking badass Albanian. Okay, so check this out. So when I was in the dog shelter working at an animal clinic for a doctor, right? I found out he was an upscale doctor too. It was a real upscale. I found out that he was one of the only doctors in Southern California who was implanting chips into dogs. At that time, the King Corso and the massive scene in California was very big, and it was the beginning of the blue pit bull era. I I worked at the animal shelter from the age of probably like 18 to 22. That's how old I was when I worked there, right? And I learned that they could install a little chip about the size of a smaller than a bean, or maybe the size of a rice. They put that chip. Hey, babe. They put that chip at the back of the scruff of the neck. They would put that little and some of the newer ones that we were installing were the size of a little rice, almost a little bigger than a rice, like let me see what could be compared to it. Okay, like when you guys get what's up, Gino Navarro? When you go get a rice and you really fluff it up. You know what I mean? It's really puffed up. That's what it looked like, and it would be in the scruff of the neck. And what this was, it wasn't a tracking device. What it was really was an identity device, and it would tell you this dog belongs to Croatia, out in whatever. So there was no battery, there was nothing. And that thing would just tell you where they lived at and stuff. I would scan like a wand over it, and it looked like a cell phone, like an iPhone, and then it would tell me the dog lives in Albania or Croatia or wherever, or wherever. Okay? But if we have that technology to do that, you think these motherfuckers don't have a technology to implant a chip on you that doesn't fry out with electrical current? And Croatia, this damn well. Like all the tricks that KGB and all them know how to do, that normal people, yeah, they picked up a lot of the tricks of the KGB, but the next week they were with shotguns at their head telling them, fix this fucking problem. Fix this motherfucking problem. You know what I mean? That's the same thing like Hitler. One thing Hitler did get was progress. You know what I mean? He didn't fuck around. He did not fuck around. And that's the whole thing about Chino Antrax. Maybe he could have had an implant. Maybe he couldn't have. Maybe he could have got Don Mayo and said, hey, man, check it out. You got no honor. You ain't got no respect, But I understand that. I was your chief enforcer, and you fucking sold me out to the dogs. You threw me under the bus. But check it out. I'm out and I'm free now. I got a bunch of people behind me. But you know what I really want? I want my freedom. But I won't burn your name. I won't burn your legacy. I'll go away quietly like a fart in the dust. If you guys want to know what happened to OG Black, that's what OG Black kind of did. It kind of went away like a fart in the wind. You know what I mean? That's how you do it too. Sometimes you got to leave everything behind. What's up, Joseph? Yeah, what's up, JB77? J877, oh shit. I thought it was JB. But yeah, man, but I'll tell you this much, man. Don Mayo wasn't winning any favors from anybody. Chino wasn't too happy with them. Most of his workers haven't been too happy with them. You got to understand something. It's like any organization. Um, if you ain't family and you ain't the top of the enchilada, then you're gone. You know what I mean? You're I'll use the words my uncle used. You're you're expendable. Yep. You're expendable, you know? And that's the truth. Got you like a throw you away like a rag doll. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. You know, right now, if you think about it like this, a lot of people say that Don Mayo and Caro Quintero joined forces, that Don Mayo and Caro Quintero are fighting against the Chapitos, and the Chapitos are losing plaza, and that they're losing a lot of men, and they're losing a lot of things. You know, in battle, a lot of things happen. You lose men, you lose guns, you lose people, you know? But at the end, it's what the at the end result is what matters. You know what I mean? Um, you know, they took a big blow in Tijuana. Big blow. Jalisco's taking a big blow in Tijuana. What's up, Tony Soprano? Who's losing the most out of this war? Well, naturally, the people, if that's the answer you want me to tell you. You know what I mean? If you're talking about criminal-wise, you know, the guys have taken one of the most massive hits is Sinaloa, because their one tight federation has turned into a group of lone cells. You know, you got Guano, you got Mochomito, you got the Torres Acosta families, or the Torres Felix Acosta family. You got the Avendaños. Um, you have all these cliques or all these breakoffs of what's left of the old federation. You know, and I think they've suffered the most. Do they have the most to gain? 100%. If they could get the plaza back from Tijuana, they would be in business. Yup, that's what they're doing. Balkanization. I like that one. It's true. What they're doing, man. Those motherfuckers are killing each other over there. Yeah, sure. Don't forget, guys, my Cash App and my Patreon is open. So is my PayPal. PayPal's open too, fools. Donate a little bit to this channel. I'm dropping fire for you guys. Dropping gems, like the homie Wes Watson would say. Dropping gems, and you guys ain't even picking them up. Yugoslavia, no, they're not going into Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia was bad, man. You can't compare those things, Nate. What do I think of the situation in Sonora? I think it's hyped up. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? It's hyped up. You know? But is it bad? Certainly. Is it going to get worse? 100%. Is Caro Quintero all up in there? What's up? Crazy stories. What up, kid? Yup. Do you think he lived through the Chapitos putting a hit on him and the Ariano Felix too? Hey, Rick Jacobs. You sound like a man that knows what's going on. Yugoslavia, land of no happiness. Fuck, man. You're telling me, man. I heard that my friend was from Yugoslavia. He told me that in Yugoslavia, that is a land of just straight sadness, man. I think Chino is dead. Yeah? I don't know, man. He sure didn't look like he was dead, man. Didn't look like the same Chino Antrax to me, man. Especially where he wasn't big at all. He wasn't buffed up. Usually when you die, you swell up too. That motherfucker was skinny. He looked like he could hoo-hoo through a Cheerio. Gabriel 505, what up? Take OVMX. Do you have a Twitter? I saw a video today of Fuerzas Especiales Mencho shoot out in the woods of Michoacan. No, I don't have a Twitter. I don't got Twitter. I don't got none of that shit. No, I don't. You know what? I don't think he had plastic surgery. I think they removed that. Well, not removed, but they helped out that mold he had. You know what I mean? That's for sure. Yeah, he does. Oh, yeah, he does. Rick Jacobs said it best the other day. Who doesn't, huh, Rick Jacobs? No social media, smart man. Yeah, no social media, no Facebook, nothing. You know? But I do have, you know, my little YouTube shit. Yeah, ethnic cleaning? Fuck, man. You guys are bad, Croatia. You know, I'm going to tell you guys something. Ethnic cleaning is not what it sounds, man. Ethnic cleaning is a nice way of saying you guys motherfucking butchered some people. Yeah, same shit at Croatia 121. Nah, I didn't see one, man. I didn't get one. Nothing came out. I mean, it's nicer way of doing it. Yeah, you're right, Croatia. It is, man. I didn't get one, man. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't get the message. But yeah, man. A lot of people, you know, will back up someone like Don Mayo and all them, and you know, it all depends, man, where your loyalty stand and what part of Mexico you live at. You know. But that man is one strong man. I'll tell you that much. You know, he's had politicians in his pocket for years. You know, and that's something that no one can really argue about. You know, Annabelle Hernandez said it the best. She said he is the dirtiest mafioso at all of them. You know, and I'm like, man, yeah, it's true. Croatia, like here in the U.S., yep. Fuck, Croatia, that shit's sick, man. Ethnic cleansing, I'll tell you like this, though. At the end, Don Mayo and all these guys at the end, I really thought that Don Mayo end would come last year, but it didn't. And like I told you, like that, he's just an old fox, you know. It's an old fox, you know. And you know, foxes aren't easy to get. And Don Mayo's been a key player. JD have AIDS proof black. Oh, I know you got proof. I know you showed me some pictures last time. But yeah, man. You know, some people always wonder how did Don Mayo stay in the game for so long? Well, he's been a background guy. This is one of the first times in a long time that he's come out and really showed a force and really showed any kind of ability to want to fight a war or do anything of that. You know, he's usually a background guy who doesn't believe in war, you know. But you know, as of now, he's been fighting. You know, and Zacatecas has been a big war for him. You know what I mean? And his grupo Flechas, man, those guys are some gangsters. I'll tell you that. Don Mayo knows how to play possum. Sure does. You know what he does, man, is I think he gives just enough. Just enough. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's true. Yeah, that's true. They're gonna keep discovering those camps everywhere, man. Damn, Croatia's all helping my uncle with the horses, so I'm out of the house by 5:30. Me too, Croatia. Me too, man. I've been working on the roosters. Would you guys like to see a video of some of my roosters tomorrow? I can show you guys a video. Yeah. Yeah, group of flechas. There's some bad motherfuckers right there, man. Real Udemy. Shadow said there was a new cartel in Chiapas. Is that true? Yeah, there is. But it's just a bunch of rich little farm kids with some money. Nah, they're not fighting roosters, Mr. Padilla. They're chickens. They're roosters. They eat comidita. Yeah, you know, and that might be true, pro. That might be true, man. They might have blown their whole war chest. You know, they might have. But you never know, man. You know, Ivan was the king of coke for a long time. All of them were, you know, cocaine and meth. And now they're in the heroin business and the fentanyl business, so, you know, they're in the fentanyl business. Yeah, just rich kids, man. Some farm kids with some money. Yeah, Los Tacos, yeah, they are. You know, they had a meeting a few days ago. One person, you know, that a lot of people don't talk about is Don Chelo. You know, Don Chelo from Cartel, Jalisco Nueva Generación. His son, El 77. His son, El 77, is you know. Yeah, Mayo's definitely in the fentanyl. You know, I'm gonna tell you something about Mayo. He's always been into every new drug that's been out there, whether it be methamphetamine when it hit, whether it be cocaine when it was going in the 80s, whether it's the heroin of the 90s and 2000s to now to the 2000s and 20s of fentanyl. You gotta understand something. Don Mayo's had some really good people on his council, and they've told him where the money's at. Now, he's spent a lot of money now on politicians, but he's also spent a lot of money on having a lot of designer drugs before anybody else or any of the other cartel guys. You know, he likes to, you know, that's why he had a really good relationship with Nacho Coronel, you know, over the methamphetamine. Yeah, a Belushi. Speed and heroin is called the Belushi. But Belushi are bad, bro. That's what the actor died of, a heroin and speed overdose. So they call it a Belushi. That's what they call it over here in LA. When you overdose on heroin and speed, it's a Belushi. That must be a motherfucking roller coaster, huh? They like it too. They like that shit. I don't. Fuck that. I'll stick with straight weed and going to sleep. How about that? Yeah, Kosovo would get fucked without NATO. Oh, big Chicano power activist. Here we go. Yeah. Yup, it's John Belushi. That's right. Fentanyl's a graveyard. Yeah. It's when they fucking alter the original formula. That's what happens, man. Yup. Hey, Nate or EGA, put that Cash App up there, man. Let everybody know, man. Don't ask Shadow XD. That's funny. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys something that no one's been talking about, and I'm going to tell you something. He said right now fentanyl's taking over. I'm going to tell you something that someone said to me the other day. Someone told me the other day that fentanyl might get lost because right now a lot of people have had a lot of fentanyl deaths, a lot of death on fentanyl. Whoa, people have died on it, right? But check this out. The comparison of fentanyl to heroin and overdoses, you would have an overdose on heroin 1 out of every 1,000 people, if that. Okay, not even that now. Okay, but okay? You could do heroin and not worry about dying or overdosing. So what a lot of people are doing right now in a lot of cartels, and I know someone in Mexicali from a cartel in Mexicali, that they're investing money and growing good poppy again and growing good heroin, strong heroin, but not strong enough to kill you, but strong enough to get you high and loaded like the old days. Now, if they could bring that heroin back, people would be really happy, and they'd be want, you know? Yep, that happens. Sometimes you'd have to fight your best homies. Yep, that's right. Because there's always a market for people and new drugs, you know? People are like that. People from the Middle East and people like from Europe are really like that. You guys are always into trying something new and something different, you know? You guys are the innovators, you know? You guys like using drugs, you know? Just that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's the truth. Anybody got any questions for me? I love questions, man. Oh man. Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, really. And you got it with all that money too. Yep. What's up, gold blooded? What it do, Playboy? Yeah. Well, that's what's happening too. You know, a lot of people aren't talking about what I was saying, but yeah, that's very true, Pro. They got a peace agreement. They got a treaty going on. You got southern guys up north now, and you got northern guys down here. So it's been going on for a while, man. You know. You know. Yep. You know, to tell you the truth, you know, I think that whole idea of making strong heroin like they used to is going to revolutionize the market, especially with all these deaths they've had, you know? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, gold-blooded. Hell yeah. Don't forget, guys, that my Cash App and my Patreon and my PayPal is open, you know? Make a donation. We're not monetized here. We don't get paid for this. I do it strictly for the people's knowledge and what they want to learn, you know? You know, people, you know, want to ask a question. You got other YouTubers out there making thousands of dollars and can't even answer a simple question for someone, you know? Yep, that's right. That's right. It's all about making money. John Padilla said it. All about making money. What's up, Anthony Luna? What it do, brother? Yep. You know, to tell you the truth, you know, at the end, people like Don Mayo and everything, you know, they're the reason why, you know, organizations have had so much betrayal, so much loss, you know, and not just Don Mayo, any organization, Dariano Felix's, um, you know, Cartel del Golfo, you know, at the end, these bosses, these guys that you work for, and these people that you think that you're friends and that people are gonna help you out, at the end, you know, if you're not their family or related, and even then, they'll throw you and wash you up the creek, you know, and that's the truth. My dad used to tell me, I don't even trust my own shadow. I used to be like, shit. Get it? You know what I mean? Not to be funny or anything, but that's going to be a new saying on this show before I end it. And always remember, you can't even trust your own shadow. You know what I mean? You guys like that one? That's going to be my new saying. On the Bay Area? Shoot. Yeah, I'm just a journalist. Yeah, I like that one too. I'm just a journalist. You know, the CDS and Metro's people have always had a good little control of that area. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, how much control they've had, I'm not. I don't know exactly, but I do know that they've had a large amount of control in that area. You know, especially with everything that's been going on with all the fighting and all the you know, inner battles they've been having with all the guys from Jalisco and stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of things have been happening over there in San Francisco and stuff like that. There's been a lot of shootings, a lot of fightings. You know, a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people, you know, out in the northern area have been having a lot of drug problems. What's up, Agent Orange? You know, the last time I was up in the Bay Area, this was a few years ago. They were having, you know, the same disputes that are happening in Mexico are happening in the U.S. now. You know, you got cells of Jalisco and cells of Sinaloa and cells of the Gulf Cartel in Texas. You know, and it's a real thing, man. And people don't realize how real that situation is. You know. What's up, Agent Orange? El Orange guy. They call him an orange vato. How Agent Orange? They call him the orange vato. But yeah, man, I mean, it's always gonna be like that though. Wars and stuff like that, especially after everything that's happened in places, you know. I've seen a lot of change in the last, I would say, 6-7 years in Mexico. You know, I've seen a lot of change over there. And people are like, well, how much change have you seen? Enough to see, you know, how organizations that were once prominent or once strong are no longer like that no more. You know, Dariano Felix is one good example. You know, they're one good example of an organization that took a shit fall. You know, and a lot of people don't want to agree on it or say it, you know, but I wanted to say it. I grew up, I seen all that happened with those guys, and that's exactly what happened, a big shit farm. You know what I mean? And people don't want to agree on it, it's fine. You know, I'm not saying I'm here to make people agree on, you know, this is just my opinion of what I seen when I was over there, you know? You know, there was a big change in the guard, there was a big change in everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, that'd be cool if it changes for the best, you know what I mean? But you never know, man. Things have been getting worse. You know, look at what happened in Michoacan. You have all these people trying to change things, right? But then you have all these organizations within within themselves, right? Within themselves, you know, hurting their own people and stuff like that, you know, and that's real stuff right there, man. My family in Michoacan has taken losses, man. And I'm not talking about tiny losses. I'm talking about catastrophic, life-changing losses, you know, and that we can't come back from, you know. And I'm not lying. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it or make it sound anything better than what it is, you know, but we've taken losses, you know. You know, I've seen everything you can imagine, man. You know, this year, I'll give you an example of things that happened this year for me. You know, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I have a hard time with the internet. You know, but it is what it is. Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Yeah, there you go. All right, Nate, you have a good one. Black, how can you stop the war when it's continued just on vendettas at this point? Forget killing, you're just an organization. That's right. 100%, man. 100%. That's right. Yes, sir. You know, a lot of organizations are stuck on vendettas. They're stuck on family feuds. They're stuck on stuff that happened, you know, a long time ago, and that's the honest truth, you know what I mean? Nah, nah, they're not gonna have no monopoly yet. And I don't think they ever get to that situation either, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? To tell you the truth, I don't think they'll ever get to that point where they're you know, so structured or so connected, you know? But you never know, man. You know, don't take my word for it. Sometimes I might be a little wrong. All right, guys, it's your boy OG Black. Smash, like, subscribe. Don't forget my Patreon, my PayPal is open, you know. Um, you know, shun a little love this way, man. It's Friday, man. All right, man. Love you guys. Have a good night. And the show is impossible without you guys. Have a good night.